Executive Officer Chris Kemp. Chris, thank you very much for spending time with us. We had kind of hoped that things would be different when we sat down to talk to you today. It's unfortunate. You guys really did an amazing job over the last 2 weeks, starting off with a bare launch pad and bringing all of your rocket and ground support equipment to Kodiak, Alaska. Made it down to 53 seconds out of 2 weeks. It's just an amazing job.
Thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations on that. I wish that you've been able to make it a little bit further, but is there anything you can tell us about today from your perspective?
Well, I think that there's a lot that needs to be right before we proceed with the launch, and there's a lot of potential outcomes here where we wouldn't have the opportunity to fly the rocket and learn as much as possible. And we saw some data that concerned us, and we decided that it would be better to scrub the launch and try again another day, because if the data was correct, it could have definitely caused a problem with the flight. And fundamentally, safety is our top priority, and winning the challenge would have been fantastic today, but our objective really is to reach orbit in as few flights as possible. So we really want to use this rocket, and we want to get out there again when we know everything is perfect.
However, the rest of the count went astoundingly well. We really ran into no issues through the countdown. And I think what we've shown over the last 2 weeks or so since we arrived were a lot of the goals of the challenge which we met. So, showed that that our competitor was able to bring a system from a flexibility standpoint to a pad that they had never launched to orbit from before, set up and delivered all that infrastructure in less than 2 weeks and set it up on the pad. And when I say infrastructure, I mean fueling tanks, pressurization, launch mount. I mean, just bare concrete pad to being able to launch a rocket in 2 weeks, and that's pretty amazing. But it was a hard challenge. We set it to be achievable, but certainly Darpa holds a bar for really hard tasks that we ask competitors to do. So they got almost there, almost made it to the finish line, just didn't quite make it. But we learn a lot from these challenges, and we think that even being able to get to the point we got to will demonstrate to folks that that this is something that is right on the cusp of possible, and we anticipate that in the very near future we'll be able to see those approaches succeed.